Good Friday morning from out here at the World Center of Racing. This is an action-packed weekend ahead with a race tonight, a whole lot of qualifying through the weekend, and it all leads up to the main event. Saturday night, tomorrow night, out here under the lights, we've got the Coke Zero Sugar 400. And this morning, we're about to see some action on the track. Now, right there, that's the NASCAR Racing Experience tent and some of the cars that are out here. This gives folks a chance to buy their way into a racing experience. They get to either ride with a pro driver or maybe, if the price is right here, you get to drive one of those NASCARs out on this storied track. And, you know, we're talking about here this event, the Coke Zero Sugar 400. It's 160 laps. It's the second of two major stock car events held at Daytona on the Cup Series circuit. The other being, of course, the Daytona 500 out here. And we know Chris Buescher is the defending winner of this race. He's currently ranked 12th in the Cup Series. Tyler Reddick, Chase Elliott, Denny Hamlin, and Kyle Larson are separated by 32 points here at the top of the playoff standings. But the guy in fifth, it's Ryan Blaney. He is favored to win tomorrow night. And former Daytona winners like Kyle Busch are in must-win scenarios for their playoff hopes. And yesterday, Busch gave the media some insight into his strategy for navigating this race.
You just got to be there at the end. That's the biggest thing. Like Daytona this year, we got shuffled out, got to the outside, was running 28th, and I'm like, man, it's 3 wide in front of me. I'm not going anywhere. If the whole field crashes, I'm going to be in the wreck, so I might as well back off, get out of the way, let them all crash. And sure enough, it happened. I went from 28th to 8th, I think, just in one lap because everybody was, crashing out.
Busch also said he wants to avoid the back of the pack to increase his chances of success. He told us staying close to the leaders builds trust with them and possibly could earn him some help out on the track. And just an hour ago, right here during our live broadcast, I spoke with Daytona International Speedway President Frank Kelleher and talked a little bit about what makes this racetrack so very special.
It just creates an environment where these NASCAR stock cars have an opportunity to run 4 wide sometimes with speeds flirting with 200 miles an hour. So when you get that many cars together going that fast, and the importance of this race, there's only 2 races left before the playoffs begin. I mean, these drivers are just going for it every single lap. So there's drama every corner that you look at.
Yeah, and they don't call it the World Center of Racing for no reason. There's a lot of action that we always see here on the track at Daytona. And think about what the 400 and that storied history. It's been running since 1959. For years, it was known as the Pepsi 400 until 2008 when Coca-Cola got the rights. The race was also known for being held on the 4th of July weekend, even attracting past presidents to the track. But in 2020, the race was moved to late August, becoming one of the final races before the playoffs. And while we're talking about presidents, take a look back at this moment. This was 1984, and the 400 race marked the 200th and final win of Richard Petty's NASCAR Cup Series career, and it happened in front of President Ronald Reagan. A very poignant moment for the sport came in 2001. Dale Earnhardt Jr. won the 400. It was the very next race on the track that took his father's life earlier that year. And another one of Earnhardt Jr.'s most memorable wins was in 2015 following a lengthy rain delay. That checkered flag dropped well after midnight. Earnhardt Jr. avoided a major last lap crash involving 25 cars, which was right around 3 a.m. And in 2019, Justin Haley pulled off one of the biggest upsets in Cup history, and he scored his first career win after a 19-car pileup on lap 120. So this year, drivers are going to be out here looking to make their own history in the Coke Zero Sugar 400 right here in Daytona Beach. You do not want to miss any of the action, and we're bringing it to you over on WESH 2. Everything gets going on Saturday night. Make sure you're tuning there with the NBC Live coverage beginning at 7. And a key player in the race will, of course, be the weather. We've got first warning meteorologist Eric Burris. And Eric, you're live monitoring the ins and outs for the races. You did say today's qualifying could be in jeopardy with some rain.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to be honest. And as folks have been walking by, either spectators or folks working the race, they've all been checking in. And everybody wants the race to be good, but qualifying is a big question mark. Right now, the winds have gone pretty quiet. There's a deck of clouds moving in, and frankly, that deck of clouds lets you know that we've got plenty of moisture atmospherically. but it's still a beautiful morning, and that's the key, right? Let's talk Futurecast here, and let's just kind of take you through time, okay? So we begin at about 10:30 or so, and we're looking good. But once we get into the rest of the afternoon, we're going to start running into a situation where showers and thunder showers are going to get going. Computer, no idea what it's wanting to do. It's on its own time. So let's just have a conversation, right? The model's basically saying 2, 3, 4 o'clock, we're going to get into some showers and thunder showers. They're going to bubble up around here and then eventually work inland. That's an ideal situation for the Speedway, because while qualifying may be a little questionable, by race time tonight for the 250, the Wawa 250 isn't looking bad. And then for tomorrow, same idea. There's a big block of time in the middle of the day where we could get some showers and storms and then move them inland. And then for the big Coke Zero Sugar 400, I think the same idea. We'll have just enough of a breeze in off the ocean to push the rains in. And that's what I've been saying. And everybody's been saying, you're on the hook, Burris. And it's just like, well, what do I'm not Mother Nature, I'm doing the best I can. But I'm hopeful. The models have been pretty consistent with that. Hopefully we'll be able to keep that trend going. The problem though is we ship it inland, it moves into the metro, and timing all of that out is my colleague meteorologist Marquise Mita in the Weather Center. Marquise, good morning.
Hey, what's going on?